Hello my lovely people, my name is Lucy Light, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about, it's been 1 month since I've started my HRT, which is exciting. It's been a bit of an adventure. Honestly, it hasn't been as bad as what I thought it was going to be. I was so stressed to start my HRT, but honestly, it's been a lot more cool and collected. I thought, with all like everyone else's videos that I've seen, I thought it was gonna be like I was gonna be crying all the time, and I thought that, I don't know, I was just gonna be in distress like 24/7. But honestly, it's been pretty good. For the first few days, I was like really calm. It almost felt like a weight had been taken off my shoulder that I'd been like waiting to get on the hormones. But now, like for the last few weeks, it's been, I can feel, I can now start to feel them like really starting to kick in. There's a lot of different effects, but mostly on the mind. I've felt it getting a little bit more feminine, per se. Like I think about things a little bit differently. I can feel myself holding on to things. I'm not really one to hold grudges or be petty or anything like that. I can sort of feel my mind trying to go that way sometimes, and I just sort of have to reflect and go, hey, you're not like this, give that up, and just sort of be with it. I just have to talk myself through things, but I think that's just part of learning and changing. So there's that. Um, my emotions have been a little bit stronger. Like I get pissed off a little bit more easier, but obviously my body's doing stuff, so it's working over time, so that makes sense. But when I'm calmer, when I'm happier, I'm more happy. I like feel more at bliss, which is really nice. I've been spending a lot more time outside. I'm actually thinking about doing most of my videos outside. It's really lovely. It's a beautiful day here in Brisbane, which is a perfect day to make this video. So I've had a few body changes. Like my skin is so much more soft now. It's just shining. It's so lovely. I can feel it, and also my body hair. Normally I shave my legs, and it's super prickly the next day, and I normally get heaps of like little bumps from shaving, but honestly now I'm not getting any, and my skin is just so much smoother, and the hair is like a little bit lighter. Like it's not so coarse. It's not like a crazy difference, but it's definitely a noticeable difference, which is awesome. Um, my breasts have like gained fat, so they're not really boobs yet, and they're not like fully growing, but I can see the foundation being laid for them to grow, which is really great. So like if I like touch them, I can see them like jiggling, and like if I like pop it up, I see the fat gathering around, which is very exciting. And my areolas have gotten a little bit bigger, not too much, but they're starting to do something, which is very, very exciting. What else? I've been gaining a little bit of weight, which is good and bad. I've always been pretty skinny, but I like being skinny. It's just around the belly. I'm noticing my thighs a little bit, have gained a little bit too. The eating, I have been hungry, so hungry all the time. Like it's really weird. Like I normally eat quite a bit, but like always hungry, and I've been noticing I crave different things. Just all the time. I'm not normally one for craving, but sugar. My body's been wanting so much sugar. It's unreal. I had this moment the other night when I looked in the mirror and I saw it working, and I got scared. I got so scared. I just had this rushing thought that came over my brain of like, what if you're doing it wrong? What if you don't want this? Like, what if you're just lying to yourself that you want this? Something that I think it's just an internalized thought that I've gotten from, like people that have said stuff to me and stuff like that. The whole like, what if you actually don't know and you're just lying to yourself? And I actually had that thought, and it honestly, it was quite scary. But then I did some journaling and I wrote it down, and I came to the conclusion that having that thought, especially so early on, is important, and you sort of need to have that thought so you can sit down, reflect, and just think and remind yourself about all the times that you led up to this, because it sort of makes you appreciate it more. Like, sometimes you can forget your reasoning for doing stuff and you just do because your mind tells you, so you just go. And sometimes when you have these counter thoughts to what you normally do, it gets you to go through your processes again. It gets you to remember the things that you've just sort of forgotten about. And then it just re-kicks in your reason and then just lifts you up. Like, after I had this journaling thought, I woke up the next day and I was just, boom, so like bliss to be doing what I'm doing, happy to be alive. And I just felt blessed to actually get the opportunity to do this and hopefully share it with more people, and hopefully just be the best version of me that I can totally be, which is awesome and very exciting. Yeah, but it was very scary having that thought at the time. But yeah, it just reminded me of like all the months and years that I was just desperately wanting to do this, and now I'm actually doing it, which it's very free. Taking my life into my own hands in my own way, which not a lot of people ever really do in their entire life. Yeah, so another update. I got a new job, which is very exciting. I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm now work at a makeup store called Mecca. It's one of the largest makeup franchises in Australia and New Zealand, and it's absolutely awesome. I don't know too much about makeup and skincare. I know a lot, like when it comes to like making my own with herbs and all that kind of stuff, but when it comes to actual products that exist, I'm pretty useless. But they took me in, which is awesome. It was one of those moments when like I first got my HRT appointment. I was like, okay, some changes are happening, and I think I'm now following the way that I was meant to. And how the universe works, once you start doing what you need to do or want to do, the universe will help you out with your journey much more than you can ever realize. And so I was like, okay, what job do I want to do? I just got bitten by an ant. And yeah, what job would I want to do? So I decided I'm going to apply for one job, and I'll see if the universe will let me. So I didn't go and seek or anything like that. I went direct to the website, to mecca.com, and I applied for a job, for any job. And sure to have it, a few days after I had my appointment for going for HRT, I got a return. They messaged me saying, and I went through their 3-step basis, and I got the job, the only job that I applied for, and the first one. And it turns out it's amazing. I started, and I literally ended up starting the job the same day that I started my HRT. So it's definitely the universe out there helping me. And I'm working with all females, and they're all absolutely lovely. I haven't had any problems with them. I'm one of these people that I don't tell people straight up what to call me. And they all started calling me by Lucy, and they all refer to me as her and she, and I have not had to say one thing once. And it's not like a spite thing. You can just tell that they're doing it out of respect, and they're really really nice people to work with. Like they're always, every question I ask, they're more than happy to help. So it's definitely like a good learning curve for me to help me acting more feminine. Because the more we are who we hang around, and if you're constantly hanging around with males as as a starting out, you're not going to pick up on the different things that how women act, feel, because we as biological men, we have a predetermined thought of what the female is like. As we all know, starting out as trans, when you first start, you dress normally really slutty. You just act really giddy and like in ways that most girls look at and go, that's like hyper. That is, we don't act like that. And I definitely got it. My whole family told me that. And it's something you have to learn over time to break down the gender stereotypes that you've got in your head and eventually become your own woman. And so being around a lot of women is a very good way to do that. Because you chop and change, and you just find ways to act, and you, without even realizing, you add stuff. Every single interaction that you have with people is you taking something or getting rid of something. It's a exchange of information. So she'll see someone do something and your body will go, oh, like I don't want that, and you'll either throw it away, or you go, hey, I want that, and you pull it in, and you don't even realize you're doing this with every single interaction. Like right now, I'm even doing it with this tree above my head, and you don't even, it's this whole brain thing that's going on of exchanging information that just is always happening. So it's very important to try and set yourself in places where you can be around other feminine people in it. It will really fast track your process, especially if you're a person who hasn't been around a lot of females in your time. Me, I was just always a tradie, so I've got a lot of bad different things to get out of my system, and this is definitely going to be a good way to do it. The universe has helped me with that, so thank you, universe. And I think this is how I repay the universe, by helping the next person. So that is very exciting. Going into month 2, I sort of set myself goals. I don't really know what goals I'm gonna have yet. I think practicing my voice is a big thing. I'm definitely a lot lighter and a lot calm with my voice, but I'm definitely nowhere where I want to be with it. My goal, so I'm a musician, I sing, I busk around Brisbane, hopefully soon Australia. And my goal is to actually be able to sing as a boy and a girl and duet with myself, which is going to be exciting. So I got a lot of practice to do. So I think every day I'm going to try and read at least a chapter of my book, of a book that I've gotten. So that gets rid of 2 goals. So that's practicing my voice, and then also reading. I want to start making sure I read more books. Knowledge is power, instead of watching the videos. So I think meditation, I've got to try and meditate every single day, which is key. And just try to be more relaxed. Try to chill out. Let time slow down for myself. I'm no longer doing a job where I have to wake up every morning at 4 in the morning. It's more shifted, different work times. So I think just relax more. And the more I relax, the more I'll be able to work on my music and just enjoy life for what it really is. I think that's important. Like, as much as time has slowed down for everyone, I don't think people have actually, in this coronavirus, taken the time to actually enjoy that time has slowed down. Everyone's just freaking out. I want to do this, I want to do that. But instead of just going, okay, maybe this is the time to rest and allow the things that need to happen. And then once it's all better, we can just go, because we've been completely rested and we're just ready to just shoot for the moon. So that's my video for today. That's my update. Over the next week, I'll be adding more videos, and I'm going to be talking about different topics that have helped me build character and get through life. I'll probably be doing stories and different things. I've lived quite an interesting life, At least I like to think so. And I've got a lot of stories and parallels to share that can probably help someone. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, please leave a like and subscribe. Maybe share it with someone you think, but if not, that's okay too. Have a good day, guys.